broken 2 fingers, index and middle finger, but I'm back. Such a lot to catch up on. This is ironing the fabric, and I'm doing it on the wrong side and lightly, just barely touching, so you don't flatten it. It's best to iron the fabric. Because if it's crumpled and you put the pattern on, it won't lie true. Here I'm just demonstrating that if the fabric's folded, you can cut out 2 lots, left and right, mirrored pieces. But since this is a fabric that has only one side with the pattern on, we can't do that. And I'm just lining up the straight of grain there, and it's on the wrong side because it would be too bumpy on the right side of the fabric to do that. Just lining it up with the selvage edge, which is the straight of grain. Here I've pinned it all so it doesn't move. Just going around with the chalk. And now I'm just picking a ruler just to get the 1/2 inch seam allowance that I'm using. Going around curves, tend to use more marks than on a straight. This is where we altered the bust start, and I'm just smoothing it out so there are no jagged edges. And on the other side, where it's sharper, using the middle of the ruler, middle of the tip, just to straighten it out more. Here I use the edge of the ruler, the longer edge, on a straight centre frontal, centre back seam allowance. When we come to the edge, where the corners meet, go longer with the line and angle it if it's a curve at the bottom, and go the longer line till they meet and go through to get the corner. It's fairly tough cutting through a raised patterned fabric like this one. You just take your time. As you can see, it's evenly cut out. Now this is where I notch only slightly into the seam allowance. Some people leave excess fabric just there. It's what you prefer. If you prefer to use grain lines when you're making your corset, you can use tailor tacks on the pieces. It's just a nice way of making sure you've got something that's semi-permanent, that doesn't fall out or rub off, and you can see it both sides. And because you form loops, you can pull them apart and cut the middle, leaving markers on both pieces. But that's not something I'll be doing with this fabric because it's only one piece I'm using. Here I'm just sharpening the chalk. Now it's time to have fun really with the pattern on the fabric. I've cut out the left side and I need to do the right side, but because it is only one sided fabric, the pattern isn't on both sides. I can't mirror the pieces, so I'm trying to find a pattern that will look reasonable on the front pieces. along the way, after many years of dressmaking, I found I made the mistake of putting the fabric round the wrong way when I was cutting it out, resulting into pieces of the same both sides. Here I'm just gauging the amount, the perspective, and I'm quite happy with the match piece there. This is just a note about transferring the grain line if you're using a grain line. Transferring it from the paper to the fabric. Using pins to make the holes, as I showed in the previous video. Lining it up with the selvage, and if the ruler is not long enough, using another ruler to extend the line. And then from the paper to the fabric. Making chalk marks at the pin holes. Chalking the line down and across. And then to get the grain line on the other side, you do the same process with the pins. Now we're just marking the pieces with chalk on the wrong side. These are the matched left and right fronts. Which aren't complete mirrors in the pattern. The second piece, the side front, do the same process, looking to see what will look right on the opposing side piece. Patterns tend to follow the straight of grain, not always, but usually. So I'm fairly happy with that. Making sure the sides are right. That's the straight of grain I'm pointing out, that you can actually, with all the pieces, you get a bit lost. You can actually find the selvage and work out where the straight is. turning it round to see if I prefer it, the pattern upside down. I'm showing how you would normally match patterns, but you can't really do that on this one because I'd have to turn that piece over. This is where I went wrong. Two pieces the same side. That's the right side, that's the wrong side facing us. That's what I needed to do with the piece, but I'd put it round the other way. Easily done. In fabric that looks very much alike, right and wrong side. Now I've got the pieces I'm happy with. And we continue in the same vein for all the pieces. It's best to keep your pieces together. Can soon get out of control with so many pieces.